might it also work the other way? If somebody were practicing those, it would help them learn how to practice nonviolence.
Oh yeah, I think it would work just as well in the other direction. If you had a good, clear sense of what you meant by inclusivity and authenticity and presentness and responsibility, you would end up discovering that it is irresponsible to use threat power to push a person out of your life because they're causing you a problem or because they have something that you want. And you would find that you had violated inclusivity, and you would find that you have to adopt nonviolence. I think at some point it's good to learn about it specifically as a science, which is the purpose of my book. Because you can have, you know, the best will in the world, but we have to realize that in our civilization today, we are not going to be exposed to nonviolence in any way, shape, or form. We have to deliberately go out and seek it. We have to learn how the thing works, or what happens tragically enough is people give it a shot and they try it in a very amateurish and awkward way, and it's not completely successful, and they say, see, it didn't work. If you decide to go for nonviolence of the kind that I espouse, which is principled nonviolence, not meaning active love for the opponent, and meaning the commitment to convert negative energies in yourself into corresponding positive energies. So in other words, Gandhian, or what we call principled nonviolence, I think if you commit yourself to that, you'll find yourself being inclusive, you'll find yourself being authentic, you'll find yourself more aware of the present because, for example, in nonviolence, you're more concerned to do something correctly than to get a particular result. In fact, what I say in my book is nonviolence sometimes works in the sense that it gets you what you want, but it always works in the sense that it always makes things better. Whereas violence sometimes works, no question about that, but it never works. It always makes things worse.
What does evolution mean? What comes into your mind when you hear that term, and how that might relate to what we're talking about here?
Well, since my teacher was more or less a Hindu, he was an Indian and came from a very orthodox family, though he wasn't a practitioner of sectarian Hinduism, there's never been any split for me between evolution and religion. I see evolution as going through phases, and we're now finished with the phase where Homo sapiens sapiens has to evolve physically. Right now we just have to stop destroying our environment so that we can stay healthy, and it has nothing to do with genetic modification, which I am totally opposed to. Not for any religious reason, but because I think we don't have the responsibility to do that. So we're way finished with physical evolution, and the fact that we have had St. Francis of Assisi and Jesus and the Buddha and Mahatma Gandhi means that we don't need to develop another set of arms or anything physical. But evolution now becomes a matter of evolution of consciousness, becoming more and more aware of what is ultimately real, and following those great exemplars who have been enabled themselves to be completely aware of that. So humanity is at the stage, in my view, where we now have to take evolution in our own hands. And when we do that, it goes much more quickly. So we don't have to wait another million years to evolve into this higher state of awareness. Theoretically, we could do this in a single lifetime. Although, as Emily Dickinson says, if you don't make it in one lifetime, you get another chance. So just do your best is the important part.